This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Purdy going to the air right away. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A second down throw for Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Purdy looking to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Moving inside the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. You talk about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago. One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance. And throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Here comes Cohen. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one.
He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Flynn.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 2nd down, it's Flynn, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, he's picking up where he left off last week, a tackle for loss there, and remember, coming off the end a week ago, 4 of them.
And I like how you said picking up, because that means he's probably using his hands really well. I know people don't think about it a whole lot. He's got to use those to control the people trying to block him, shed them, and get to the ball carrier in the offensive backfield.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to his...
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter. He's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2, both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
He'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 21, Giants 3.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Cohen. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
He finds his man, complete. That's Flynn.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Here's Tua.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
On 1st down, Purdy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expected miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's to the tight end, Mallory. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Pulled in at the 24.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Baron Browning, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
He was brought down by Joshua Sweat. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
First down, Giants.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. This is McCaffrey on the give. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. The 4th quarter touchdown there. Back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They go with McCaffrey. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into third place all time. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Giants 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL...
And the ball is knocked out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on here to punt it away.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to